value theorem, the value of cube root of 65 lies in the interval. So you have four intervals, 4 comma 4 and 1 by 36, 4 comma 4 and 1 by 24, 4 comma 4 and 1 by 48, 4 comma 4 and 1 by 20, sorry, 12. So we have to estimate the value of cube root of 65 in this question. So to estimate value of cube root of 65, I can write 65 raised to the power 1 upon 3. So we have to consider a function which can anyhow give you value of cube root of 65. So consider very simple function this. So fx equal to x raised to the power 1 upon 3, and need to consider the domain of this function. So as you can see in all four options, 4 is lower bound, 4 is your lower bound. So consider 64 comma 65 is an interval, so this is a closed interval. So this function is continuous over this closed interval, and f dash x equal to 1 upon 3 x raised to the power 2 upon 3, and 0 not belongs to this interval. So this derivative of the function is also defined in this open interval 64 comma 65. Means all hypothesis of the Lagrange mean value theorem is satisfied. Function is continuous over the closed interval, function is differentiable over the open interval 64 comma 65. So there exists a c belongs to 64 comma 65 open interval, this one, such that f dash c is equal to f of 65 minus f of 64 divided by 65 minus 64 means 1. So f of 65 is nothing but 65 raised to the power 1 upon 3, which value we have to estimate, and value of this one 64 raised to the power 1 upon 3 is 4. So this value, so this is f dash c. So I can write 65 raised to the power 1 upon 3 is 4 plus f dash c. X raised to the power 1 upon 3, this function, the graph of the function is like this. So it is increasing. Suppose this is 64, this is 65. So function is increasing. It means f of 65 is greater than f of 64, and f of 64 is 4. So f of 65 means 65 raised to the power 1 upon 3 is greater than 4. So you can observe 4 is left bound in all four given options. Now we have to estimate right bound of this interval. So this equation will help you to find the right bound of the question. So I write it again, 4 plus f dash c, and f dash x is equal to 1 upon 3 x raised to the power 2 upon 3. As you can see, x raised to the power 2 upon 3 is monotonically increasing, so it's a reciprocal function. This is a reciprocal function, so it will monotonically decreasing. Monotonically decreasing, it means f dash 65 is less than f dash 64. Also c belongs to the open interval 64 comma 65, means c is greater than 64. It means value of f dash c, value of f dash c is less than value of f dash 64, and f dash 64 is equal to 1 upon 3 x 64 raised to the power 2 by 3, and value of this one is equal to 1 upon 3 into 16, means 1 upon 48. So from this equation I can write 4, and this value is less than f dash c is less than 1 upon 48. So 1 upon 48, and this value is equal to 4 and 1 upon 48, means 65 raised to the power 1 upon 3 is less than this value, means 4 and 1 upon 48 comes in option C. So option C will be right choice.